Okay, Jairo, good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon.
Today we are going to start with a new model. Today is a new unit, it's the unit 9 and unit 10. This is the English 8. This is the beginning of this tutoring. Today we are going to study, as I said before, improvement and the past and the future. Here we have in class discussion, commonly offered service. Why would someone need these services? Can you observe in this chart all of these offering services? Language tutoring, computer services, house cleaning, home repairs, moving services, financial services, music lessons, pet sitting, and clothing alteration. Can you observe all of this, Jairo? ¿Puedes observarlo todo?
Yes. Perfect.
Have you ever used any of these services, Jairo?
Yes.
Which of them?
Ahorita mismo, language
Language
tutoring.
tutoring? Language tutoring, obviously,
Yes.
today we have been in touch because you have receiving from me the different levels in English. Okay, in this case, English 7 and English 6. We start with English 6, English 7 that we finished a few days before, and today we are starting with a new English level that is English 8, okay?
Okay, teacher.
And what about computer services? Have you ever need this kind of services?
No, I have also used house cleaning.
Uh-huh. House cleaning.
Use igual finishing service también.
What others? Home repairs, moving services? Moving services? No. What about financial services?
Yes.
For example, if you go to a bank or maybe another kind of financial services, maybe you can get money from them, okay?
Okay, sure.
And what about clothing alteration? Somebody who can repair, for example, any clothes that you have, maybe without that needs any kind of repairing, for example, a bottom or a pants? No?
No.
No.
Really?
What about pet sittings?
No.
Any of them? And music lessons?
No.
Have you ever received any kind of music lessons?
Never.
Never. You are not interested in instrumental music.
No.
Okay. Okay, let's move to grammar focus, the use of get or have. Here we have the use of get or have.
Yes.
Get or have something done. Use get or have the object and the past participle of the verb to describe a service performed for you by someone else. For example, do something yourself. I clean my apartment every week. He is washing his car. They fix their computer. Did you repair your watch? Where can I print these pictures? Okay, if you compare, it's different, the grammar structure. Get, have, something done for you. When somebody do the thing that you want to do. that maybe you don't want to do. For example, if you want to repair your car, maybe you don't know nothing about mechanic. So you go to a specialized technician, for example, in order to repair your car, because you don't know nothing about mechanic, okay? So you go to technical service in maybe a garage in order to repair your car. So in this case, we use, for example, get, have, and something done for you. For example, I clean my apartment every week. I get my apartment cleaned by Hazel every week. In this case, Hazel cleaned your apartment because you didn't have any time to maybe to order your room, okay?
Yes.
Can you understand this? Or
Yes.
do you consider it's a little bit complicated?
No, no,
No?
no.
Okay. He is washing his car. He's washing his car. He is
Okay.
having his car washed. Do you know this? For example, if you want to clean your car, you go to a car wash in order to clean your car, because maybe you don't have time to wash your car at home. And in this case, you go to a car wash in order to wash it. They fix their computer. They go, their computer fix it. So in this case, you go to recognized center of fixing a computer, for example, and maybe you try to get well your computer in a few, maybe in a few hours or maybe in a few weeks. I don't know. That's depending about the thing you have to fix. Did you repair your watch? Did you have your watch repaired? This is the correct sentence. Where can I print these pictures? Where can I get this picture printed? If you observe, Jairo, in this case, the word involved, las palabras que están en negrita, ellas están en presente aquí, mira, ¿eh? He is washing his car. He is having his car washed. Entonces, el verbo pasa a pasado.
Yes.
Pero aquí en este caso, they fixed their computer, está en pasado, ¿verdad? Entonces, para pasarlo a un pasado ya específico, they got their computer fixed. Ellos llevaron a la computadora a ser reparada, ¿ok?
Okay.
Did you repair your watch? Did you have your watch repaired? Yeah, this is the purpose of this structure. Where can I print this picture? Where can I get this picture print? This is the correct way to use get or have. When somebody repair or do something that you cannot do. Okay, this is the purpose. We use have to give someone the responsibility to do something. We use get to persuade somebody to do something. It has the same meaning of have, but get is less formal. We use have to give someone the responsibility to do something. We use get to persuade somebody to do something. It has the same meaning of have, but get is less formal. It's the same, but get is less formal, okay?
Okay.
Okay, causative, get, and have. How do we use them? I got the mechanic to check my brakes. Get plus person, to plus verb. I had the mechanic check my brakes. Have plus person plus verb. Or I got or I had the brakes checked by the mechanic. Me gusta más esta expresión. I got the brakes checked by the mechanic. O get, have plus object plus past participle. Esta expresión es más usual, me gusta más. I got the brakes or I had the brakes checked by the mechanic. It's like a passive voice. Phrasal verbs, get. Can you read this, please, Jairo? Phrasal verbs.
Yo voy a sacar la pantalla un poquito para ver mejor. Move away from, uh, avoid, capture, to escape from, start moving to the park, around, come around, sometime, be more, something, be mobile,
Physically active.
physically active, visit a variety of different places,
Okay.
become widely known,
Widely known.
across, cross, to move from one side of sometime to the other, literally
Literally or
or figuratively.
figuratively. Figuratively.
Figuratively.
Okay.
After, move, move into action in pursuit of something.
Or something.
Move into action in attempt to catch or defeat another, attempt to convince another to move into action.
Into action. Okay.
Along, interact or coexist,
Exist.
coexist well, without argument to the truth. Survivor to do with enough. Around.
Okay.
Move it to the other side of an option. Come on around sometime.
Something. Okay.
Add. Manage to gain access to
Understand.
understand or a certain
Certain. Uh-huh.
by investigation.
By investigation. Okay. Okay. This is the meaning of different kind of phrasal verb. When you refer something around, come around something, away, move away from, maybe move away from this city to other city, avoid or capture to escape from, and start moving to the parts. Okay, let's move to, this is a video you will have the opportunity to watch by yourself at home. And phrasal verbs. Grammar focus, 3-word phrasal verbs. What are 3 phrasal verbs? Phrasal prepositional verb has 3 parts. A verb, a particle, and a preposition. The particle and the preposition cannot be separated. Many of these verbs are often used in informal context, and their meaning is difficult to get from their individual parts. Here we have 3-word phrasal verb. This is for memorizing. If you need to prepare, for example, for the exam, you need to learn all of these phrasal verb, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay, get along with, this means have a relationship with, keep up with, or maintaining up to date. Look forward to, want to do something, catch up to, or reach same place. Cut back down on, reduce, lower, bring into, and entering steel rod. Look up to, admire, look down on, condensing. Put up with, tolerate, walk out on, or abandon. Run out of, finish, use completely. Add up to mean signify. Back out of, withdraw support, feel up to, and have a desire to. Run away from, escape from, look at, be careful of. Bless you.
Yeah, thanks.
Do away with, dispose, eliminate, read up on, or study review. Drop out of, quit, stop, brush on, study review, and fade ups to, confront. All of these are phrasal verbs. Here we have more. Phrasal verb, look forward to, the meaning and example. Look forward to, The meaning is to be excited about something that will happen in the future. I look forward to our next meeting. This is something that you express a good feelings, a good feeling. Look down on, seeing that someone is not as cool as you are. He looked down on me. He looked down on me. This is the meaning of this. Someone is not cool as you are. Okay. Come up with, have an idea. What have you come up with? When somebody asks you, for example, in the school, who of you have come up with something that you have any idea to share with your classmate, for example? Look up to, admire, and respect. I look up to my parents. This means that you admire your parents, for example. Keep up with, do something fast at the same speed as someone else. For example, you are walking too fast. I can't keep up with you. Run out of, there is no more of something. We need to buy bread. We have run out of it. For example, if you don't have any bread at home, you need to go to the supermarket, for example, in order to get a bar of bread. So in this case, you use phrasal verbs, for example. Okay, we need to buy bread. We have run out of it. Voy por él. Make up with. Start being friends again after a fight. When you fight when you fight with somebody, you say, for example, we had made up with Julie, we missed her. So in this case, you miss Julie, and for this reason, you say, okay, we have to make up. We have to make up with Julie. This is the best idea to establish a new relationship. Come down with, become sick. Come down with means that you are becoming sick. Maybe you are sneeze, for example. Maybe you need to drink some pills, for example, in order to relieve the cold that you have been experimenting at the moment. She is come down with the flu. This is the idea, the flu. Cut down on the less of something. Do less of something. I need to cut down on sugar. For example, people who suffer from diabetes. In this case, they need to cut down on sugar in order to get well on health or healthy. Break up with, stop having a relationship. Yeah, this is something understandable. Kay broke up with Mark. They maybe break the relationship. They were in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, and in this case, they decide to break up the relationship. Do you got it, Jairo?
Yes,
¿Le
sure.
entendés?
Yes.
¿Entendés a esto? Este es un poco más fácil. Okay, okay, the next one is a video. You will have the opportunity to watch it. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. This is another activities. Let's move to put yourself in my shoes. Can you read this, please, Jairo?
Hey, teacher.
Okay.
Word the solo. Read these comments made by parents. Why do you think they feel this way? Think of two arguments to support each point of view.
Okay.
Ahí viene, our daughter wants to get her ears pierced. We think she should wait until she's
16.
16.
Okay.
Our son wants to get his computer.
Computer.
Computer upgrade. ¿Cómo
But
sería
it's
ahí?
not necessary.
Correcto. We just bought it last year. If our daughter insists on having her nails done, she has to pay for it herself.
Itself. It herself.
It herself.
Okay.
Our son wants to
Buy.
motorcycle.
Our son wants to buy a motorcycle.
He has the money, but we feel he should save it for college.
Okay.
Our daughter wants to go to a rock concert, while her friends usually not.
Was his friends? Absolutely not. Okay. The next one.
Our son wants to have his hair
His hair
cut and an expensive
in an expensive
salon.
salon.
What's wrong with a regular barber?
Sí.
Regardless
of the color,
of the color, we
refuse
refuse to let our kids get their hair dyed.
diet. Ok. ¿Le entendés al contenido?
Bueno, un poco.
Poco, ¿verdad?
Hay unas palabras que no comprendo muy bien.
Bueno, te lo voy a leer en español. Nuestra hija quiere hacerse los huequitos, ¿verdad? El piercing.
Sí, un piercing.
¿Verdad? Nosotros pensamos que ella debe esperar hasta los 16. Nuestro hijo quiere que su computadora sea actualizada, pero esto no es necesario, o sea, quiere una computadora nueva. Nosotros pensamos, le compramos una el año pasado. Si nuestra hija insiste en hacerse las uñas, ella tiene que pagar por ellas. ¿Ya?
Correcto.
Nuestro hijo quiere comprar una motocicleta, él tiene el dinero, pero nosotros sentimos que él debe guardarlo para su universidad. Nuestra hija quiere ir al concierto de rock con sus amigos, absolutamente no. Están negándole todo. Nuestro hijo quiere tener o sea, cortarse su pelo en un salón caro. ¿Qué es lo que pasa con el barbero regular? Ya, o sea, el que él visita. A pesar del color, dice, nosotros rechazamos permitirle a nuestros hijos, a nuestros niños, cortarle su pelo, ¿verdad? Ya. Esa es la idea. Ahora sí.
Sí.
Ok. Put yourself in someone chooses, eso era. Grammar focus, making suggestion with modal verb. Making suggestion with modal verbs. How do you express suggestion? Subject plus should plus verb. You should study listening more if you want to improve your English. He should quit his job. You should get your mom a scarf for her birthday. Mark should be more honest. They should come to the party with us. We should try that restaurant next week. You should watch that movie. Okay, suggestion. Good. What you say to friend? Good. You could wear the pink shoes. Should. Your daughter. You should take your umbrella. Looks like rain. Looks like rain. This is a recommendation. Debes llevarte la sombrilla. Parece que va a llover, ¿verdad? Eso
Parece que va a llover. Yes.
Okay. Our husband. No, your husband is. Oh, this is an advice. You ought to limit the amount of salt in your diet. Quizás está sufriendo de depresión, ¿verdad? De la presión muy alta. Your son, warning. Esta es como una indicación. Had better. Your son, you had better clean your room if you want to go out. Yeah, this is for permission. You had better clean your room if you want to go out. But if you don't clean it, you were not able to go outside. Okay.
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 Yes.
This is something easy. Es más fácil. The next one is a video. You will have the opportunity to watch this in a modal verse conversation. Another video making a responding to suggestion animated lesson. This is a practice exercise. And this is an evaluated. Select the correct phrase or verb to complete the sentence. Este es el evaluado. Ajá. Unit 10, the past and the future. Okay. 50 years of facts. We will display this. Okay. Do you know what is fact? Read the following information and think about the information given. Can you understand this? 1959. Jairo.
¿A dónde, teacher?
Do you know what is a fact? ¿Sabe qué es fact?
Una moda.
Exactamente, es una moda. Es una moda, algo que está de moda. Por ejemplo, en 1959, the first Barbie dolls come on the market. In 1975, disco become the latest dance craze. Por ejemplo, en el infinito o en el Lobo Jack era muy común ver este tipo de bolas. Las iluminaban y daban vuelta y como eran de espejos, las luces y al dar vueltas era fantástico, bonito. In 1980, millions of Rubik's Cubes are sold. Esto estuvo muy de moda en los años 80. In 1998, Pokemon becomes an overnight sensation. Pokemon was very, very famous here in Nicaragua, and not only in Nicaragua, but also around the world. In 2005, the first of 4 Twilight books is released. Twilight books. In 2010, the popular TV show Lost come to a close. Jairo, have any of these fads ever been popular in your country?
Alguna de estas modas han sido, yo creo
Populares en tu país. Ajá. What about Barbie
que
or disco, or what about these Rubik's cubes? Which of them?
I don't remember. Bueno,
¿En qué año naciste? ¿En
no,
qué año?
29.
Pues sí, imagínate, no lo viviste. Sí, no lo
No,
viviste.
no. I don't remember.
Todo de la edad de mi hijo.
2000, ni lo del 2010 me acuerdo.
Entonces
Eso sí
tenés
no sé, ni conozco.
23 ahorita.
Así es, dicho.
Exactamente. Ok. Entonces, in 1959, Barbie was very, very famous here in Nicaragua. A lot of this kind of dolls were sold in Nicaragua. And most of the girls died for this beautiful doll. In 1975, and also in the 80s here in Managua, I don't know if you knew the Infinito or Lobo Jack. ¿Sabes algo de eso? En Managua.
No, no he escuchado ese.
Camino de Oriente.
Sí conozco,
Entonces, en Camino de Oriente estaban ubicadas estas discos. La disco, la
Wow.
Infinito y Lobo Jack. Ya. Yo tuve la
Okay.
oportunidad de ir ahí a esas cuando yo estudiaba en Managua. Y era una tecnología de punta en ese entonces, este tipo de bolas. Muy bonita. And also the Rubik's Cube were a sensation, very wonderful here in Nicaragua in the 80s. And also Pokemon. Pokemon was a series very, very interesting that a lot of children likes to share this kind of games when they get together. That was a very, very wonderful sensation. Okay, let's continue with Simple past tense. Simple past tense. The simple past is a verb is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happen or exist before now. Imagine someone asks what your brother Wolfgang did while he was in town last weekend. Example, Wolfgang entered a hula hoop contest. Example, he won the silver medal. This is simple past tense. And we can observe the difference between the verb. Enter is the present, and entered is the past. Win is the present, and won is the past of the verb. Okay, can you observe this, Jairo?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, past
Yes, yes.
continuous form. Okay, let's move to past continuous form.
Okay.
Okay, past continuous form. The past continuous is for using was or were plus present participle. Questions are indicated by inverting the subject and was were. Negatives are made with not. Statement. You were studying when she called. The question, were you studying when she called? The negative, you weren't studying when she called. Use the past continuous to indicate that a longer action in the past was interrupted. The interruption is usually a shorter action in the simple past. Remember, this can be a real interruption or just an interruption in time. Example, I was watching TV when she called. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. It's something that is happening at the moment, but a new activity is interrupting the first activity. Es algo que vos estabas haciendo en un momento, pero de repente fue interrumpida por otra actividad. ¿Entendés eso? El pasado continuo. Por ejemplo,
Pasado continuo.
sí, yo estaba viendo la televisión
Ay,
cuando ella llamó, a lo mejor llamó por teléfono, ¿verdad? Cuando el teléfono
ella estaba escribiendo una carta.
ella estaba escribiendo una carta, entonces fue interrumpida la acción que estaba haciendo en el momento por otra nueva. ¿Ok?
Yes.
Ok. Let's move to grammar focus with will.
Yes. Sí, bastante hoy.
Sí, es que son dos temas. Son dos temas. Y así vienen los otros. Predicting the future, but we don't have enough time. Solo tenemos 6 minutos con 32 ya. Predicting the future with will. Use will to predict future event or situation. Computer will recognize any voice command. You will need a keyboard. Use the future continuous to predict ongoing action. People will be living in cities under the ocean. Use the future perfect to predict action that will be completed by a certain time. Within 20 years, scientists will have discovered a cure for baldness. By 2050, we will have set up a human communities on Mars. No será una novedad. Okay, let's move to future tenses.
Two tenses.
Future tenses. Oh my God. Here we have, in grammar, a future tense is a verb from form that generally marks the events described by the verb as not having happened yet, but it is expected to happen in the future. We are going to explain the grammar of the future tense with the future from English hyphens. Okay. Esto está un poquito. Veamos. No puedo ampliarlo ahí. Okay, signal words. There are no ambiguous signal words for the future tense. That's why you should analyze the action carefully and then define the tense. Here you will have future, going to future, simple present, present progressive, future progressive, and future perfect. The examples, Affirmative sentence, will future, going to future, simple present, present progressive, and future progressive, and future perfect. You will have the opportunity to watch all of these expressions and also practice them. Necesitas practicarlas, ¿oíste, Jairo? Okay, example in a affirmative sentence. Will future, going to future, simple present, present progressive, future progressive, and future perfect. Affirmative. Use of the future tense in English. Will future, going to future, simple present, present progressive, future progressive, and future perfect. There is often very little difference between the future tenses. It often depends where you live, in Britain or the USA, and when you use the sentence. Is spoken on written communication. In newspapers, we often use the will future when the going to future is used in oral communication. Newspaper, the headmaster will close the old gym. Oral, the headmaster is going to close his old gym. The negative, will future, going to future, simple present, present progressive, future progressive, and future perfect. And in question is, will future, going to future, simple present, present progressive, future progressing, and future perfect. What will the future hold? A ver si nos da tiempo en esto. Okay, I'm going to read it. Have you ever asked yourself this kind of question? Read all the sentence and think about it. Make some note about your personal ideas and be ready to share in class. What will the future hold? Computers will recognize any voice command. You won't need a keyboard. Within 20 years, scientists will have discovered a cure for baldness. People will be living in cities under the ocean. By 2025, world leaders will have eliminated terrorism. Robots will be performing most factory jobs. By 2050, we will have set up human communities on Mars. Medical scientists will find a cure for Alzheimer's disease. Okay, we don't have more time today, Jairo. We will need to, tenemos que dejar la clase hasta aquí. Solo tenemos 1 minuto 46, ya oíste.
Okay, tranquilo.
We will see next, when? On Friday.
Yes.
On Friday.
Okay.